Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel to get your daily Bible verse and Bible chapter. I hope you have a great day and come back each and every day for a new verse and a new chapter. Thank you and God bless. Jeremiah 52, Jerusalem is captured. Zedekiah was 21 years old when he was appointed king of Judah, and he ruled from Jerusalem for 11 years. His mother, Hamutal, was the daughter of Jeremiah from the town of Libnah. Zedekiah disobeyed the Lord, just as Joachim had done, and it was Zedekiah who finally rebelled against Nebuchadnezzar. The people of Judah and Jerusalem had made the Lord so angry that he finally turned his back on them. That's why horrible things were happening there. In Zedekiah's 9th year as king, on the 10th day of the 10th month, King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylonia led his entire army to attack Jerusalem. The troops set up camp outside of the city and built ramps up to the city walls. After a year and a half, all the food in Jerusalem was gone. Then on the 10th day of the 4th month, the Babylonian troops broke through the city wall. That same night, Zedekiah and his soldiers tried to escape through the gate near the royal garden, even though they knew the enemy had the city surrounded. They headed toward the Jordan River Valley, but the Babylonian troops caught up with them near Jericho. The Babylonians arrested Zedekiah, but his soldiers scattered in every direction. Zedekiah was taken to Riblah in the land of Hamath, where Nebuchadnezzar put him on trial and found him guilty. Zedekiah's sons and the officials of Judah were killed while he watched. Then his eyes were poked out. He was put in chains and dragged off to Babylon and kept in prison until he died. Jerusalem was captured during Nebuchadnezzar's 19th year as king of Babylonian. A month later, Nebuchadnezzar's officer in charge of the guards arrived at Jerusalem. His name was Nebuchadnezzar, and he burned down the Lord's temple, the king's palace, and everything important building in the city, as well as houses. Then he ordered the Babylonian soldiers to break down the walls around Jerusalem. He led away the people left in the city, including everyone who had been loyal to Nebuchadnezzar. the rest of the skilled workers, and even some of the poor people of Judah. Only the very poorest were left behind to work in the vineyards and the fields. Nebuchadnezzar ordered his soldiers to go to the temple and take everything made of gold and silver, including bowls, fire pans, sprinkling bowls, pans, lampstands for incense, and the cups for wine offerings. The Babylonian soldiers took all the bronze things used for worship at the temple, including the pans for hot ashes, and the shovels, lamp snuffers, sprinkling bowls, and dishes for incense. The soldiers also took everything made of bronze, including the 2 columns that stood in front of the temple, the large bowl called the sea, the 12 bulls held it up, and the noble stands. The soldiers broke these things into pieces so they could take them to Babylonia. There was so much bronze that they could not be weighed. For example, the columns were about 8 meters high and 5.5 meters around. They were hollow, but the bronze was about 75 millimeters thick. Each column had a bronze cap over 2 meters high that was decorated with bronze designs. Some of these designs were like chains, and others were like pornographics. There were 96 pomegranates, eventually spaced around each column, and total of 100 pomegranates were located above the chains. Next, Nebuchadnezzar arrested Cyrus, the chief priest, Zedekiah, his assistant, and the 3 temple officers. Then he arrested one of the army's commanders, 7 of King Zedekiah's personal advisors, and the officers in charge of gathering the troops for battle. He also found 60 more soldiers who were still in Jerusalem. Nebuchadnezzar led them to Riblah, the land of Hamath, where Nebuchadnezzar had them killed. The people of Judah no longer lived in their own country. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. 2 Thessalonians 3:3. One of my favorite verses is Philippians 4:13, and it says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If you have your own favorite verse, please put that down below and let me know what it is. Always remember to smile, because you never know what a smile can do for someone's day. Thank you. God bless. Thank you for watching today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe so you can remember to watch each and every day's video. Thank you for the ones that have been with me from the beginning. Please help me expand my ministry. Thank you, and God bless.